Hey, what's up guys, it's Moonfyye here, and for today's video I'm going to be showing you some early gameplay footage of the brand new and returning game mode called Grief. This brand new mode goes live at the launch of Season 4, and I'm super excited to show you just how chaotic and fun it really is. First off, I do want to give a massive thank you to Activision and Treyarch for inviting me out and letting me capture this early gameplay footage for you guys. Also, two quick things before we get started. First, I want to apologize for the audio. Some of it bugged out during the recording and I wasn't able to fix it, so I have intentionally lowered the gameplay audio because it was doubling up and sounding muddy. And the second thing that I want to go ahead and mention is Grief has map voting. So during the pre-lobby, make sure to vote on the arena you want to play in. While watching the background gameplay, I want to go ahead and explain how Grief works. Grief drops 2 teams of 4 into the same zombie-infested arena, and only one team can walk out alive. You can't shoot each other directly, but instead you'll fight for time capture zones, which will trigger all sorts of wild debuffs on your opponents. So I'm talking about reduced weapon damage, ammo drain, weapon carousel. This is when your guns are constantly changing, as well as frozen, or even spawning in an elite zombie. This game mode is absolutely chaotic, but in the best way possible. So when we loaded into our very first match, I honestly had no idea what was going on. We weren't really given a rundown of how Grief works, and this was my first time ever playing this game mode too. So silly old Moonfyye over here decided to treat it like any normal match of zombies. When we first spawned in, I saw the enemy team spawn in across from me, and I immediately ran over to them to try to melee them, which obviously did not work. I quickly realized you couldn't damage the enemy team directly, so I switched gears and started working with my team to try to figure things out. When the first capture zone showed up, I was completely oblivious. I didn't even realize one had even activated. There are chevrons on the ground to show you where the capture zone is, but honestly, when you're in the middle of chaos, players, zombies, fire, whatever it may be, it's really easy to miss. With that being said, I do hope they make those indicators a little bit more obvious in the future. Anyways, when I finally figured out how Grief mode works, I was definitely hooked. This game mode kept me locked in, and I was baiting zombies into the enemy team, blocking revives, and just trying to survive while figuring out how I can grief the enemy team as much as I could. Now let's talk about the debuffs real quick, because I got to experience pretty much all of them during my matches. I guess you can say I was getting super lucky. Each one definitely brings its own twist to the chaos, but if I had to rank them from most disruptive to least, here's how I would rank them. I would give first place to the Frozen debuff. This one is rough because you move at a snail's pace, and if you get hit during those higher rounds, well, let's just say it won't end well. This is one debuff you should definitely avoid. Up next, I would say Weapon Nerf is the second harshest debuff. For this debuff, your weapon damage drops off pretty hard, which makes things a bit tricky, especially during the mid rounds. In third place goes to Weapon Drain. This debuff is honestly quite tricky. When I first got it, I genuinely thought that if I stowed away my weapon and had my knife out, I wouldn't lose ammo in my primary weapon. I was sorely mistaken when I pulled out my shotgun to see it had no ammo remaining. All I gotta say is if you get this debuff, well, good luck. And in fourth place, we have Weapon Carousel. This debuff was honestly kind of funny, but also tricky as well. One thing I noticed about the Weapon Carousel debuff is if you have it active on you, you are going to lose your primary weapon. It doesn't even matter if you pack-a-punch your weapon or upgrade the damage. You're straight up going to lose the weapon that you loaded in with. So once again, good luck to you, because you might end up with a pistol or rocket launcher. And I say this because I literally had a sniper rifle, a pistol, a launcher, and the dissector. So there is a wide range of weapons that your weapon will be constantly switching to. Oh, and if you're being chased down by zombies while the weapon carousel is active, once again, good luck. And in last place, we have Zombie Ambush. Now this one lands at the bottom not because it's a bad debuff, but simply because I didn't really have to deal with it. I had some really solid teammates who handled this debuff almost instantly, so I didn't necessarily get a feel for how tough this debuff actually is. I can definitely see this debuff being a problem if you are caught off guard or if you're running low on ammo, but since I didn't personally struggle with this debuff, I can't confidently rank it higher in terms of how difficult and harsh of a debuff this was to deal with. Aside from that, Grief is playable across 5 core zombie maps, so that means Grief will be playable on Liberty Falls, Terminus, Citadel, The Tomb, and Shattered Vale. And each arena has its own layout and pacing. Some arenas are tight and claustrophobic, while others are wide open. My tip for you guys is to use round 1 to learn the map's key spots. So look for Pack-a-Punch, the Wanderfizz machine, as well as the workbench, because once you get to those higher rounds, you won't have time to explore. With that being said, Grief mode strikes a perfect balance between classic zombie survival and head-to-head competition, which in my opinion is quite brilliant. I never had so many chaotic moments while playing zombies. It was genuinely fun trying to block the enemy's revives while zombies were swarming them, or triggering a weapon carousel mid-battle. This game mode is intense, it's hectic, and it's pure unfiltered fun. So if you're looking for a fresh take on zombies or some friendly competition, give Grief a shot when Season 4 drops on May 29th. I also want to take a moment to talk about the Level Up program, a program I had the absolute honor of being a part of. love. This initiative was created by Shanice, Stephanie, and many other incredible people who poured their hearts into helping us grow, not just as creators, but as individuals navigating the online space. It was a 4-day experience designed to help us elevate our content, sharpen our skills, and get a better understanding of the online space. I was surrounded by 9 other amazing women. All of them are fellow content creators who are just as strong, passionate, and inspiring. And through this experience, we formed bonds that made us feel like sisters. We lifted each other up, shared stories, and left feeling more confident and connected more than ever. I'll be dropping their social links, so be sure to check them out and give them a follow. They're all incredibly talented, and I'm sure you'll enjoy their content just as much as I do. With that said, the entire Call of Duty team treated us with nothing but kindness and support every step of the way. They answered every question with patience and made sure we felt seen. They also created a space where we could truly thrive. During those few days, I truly learned so much. Lessons that will carry with me for a very long time. It's hard to even put into words how phenomenal this experience really was, but if I could, I would definitely do it again in a heartbeat. Also, on top of that, we were given the amazing opportunity to capture some early gameplay of not just Grief, but also the new Warzone POI, the Overlook, as well as the 2 new multiplayer maps dropping in Season 4 called Shutdown and Fugitives. They didn't have to extend this access to us, but the fact that they did means the world to me. It was incredibly thoughtful for them to do, and I deeply appreciate it. To Shanice, Stephanie, and the Call of Duty team, and all the incredible women I shared this journey with, thank you from the bottom of my heart. But yeah, with that being said, I am going to go ahead and stop yapping and let you guys check out and enjoy some gameplay footage of the brand new Grief mode. Alrighty, that's all the gameplay that I have to share for the brand new mode, Grief. Like I had mentioned earlier, I had so much fun playing this game mode, and I will definitely be hopping into it again during my downtime. I really do want to see how many rounds I can survive, and I also want to see how much chaos I can throw at the other team. I also want to give a massive thank you to both Activision and Treyarch for inviting me out and giving me the chance to capture and share this early look at Grief. It honestly means a lot to me to be a part of something like this, and I'm super grateful to be able to show you all this gameplay ahead of launch. But yeah, with that being said, I am gonna go ahead and end my video here. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this early gameplay footage of the brand new Grief mode coming into Black Ops 6 with Season 4. Let me know what part of the new Grief mode you're most excited for in the comments down below. I would love to know. And with that being said, I hope you guys have a fantastic day, night, or evening. Take it easy and peace. Bye!